Okay, so I got our TripTiks and I'm very, very excited about it. And I'm also excited that your mom was impressed that I thought to get them. Now, I haven't had a TripTik like this since I was probably about 12 or 13 years old when we did that really big camping trip across the country. But as you can see here, this one goes from Silver Spring and that one goes from Plano. So I've separated out our trip into its two legs. And on the inside here, you've got sort of your legend, and as you can see, each one of these kind of folds out, and this one right here, it's got instructions on how to interpret the maps that you're going to be encountering in the TripTik. There's a little bit of random information at the beginning of each of these, but then after all of that, then you get to your map itself. And so it's really cool. You can see we're starting in Silver Spring there. This is DC. On the inside, there's actually all of the detail, actually more of an overview. Well, I guess that's sort of an overview, and this is the detail of the city itself. And every single city that we drive through, we have one of these. So that way we can figure out how to navigate around through the inside of the city, or if we want to go around the city, we can figure that out ourselves as well. But then, oh yeah, and then also there's a bit of some details for the bigger cities as well, so if you want to see the sites, that helps with that as well. And then you can see it shows your route, and it just keeps on kind of doing that page after page. But what's really neat about it though is that each one of these actually has an inside map that shows you the context of the area around you. And so you can kind of see where in the country you are, and on top of that you can see the rectangle that is this map. You can see how it's oriented, you can see what direction you're going, you can see kind of where it is within the area that you're driving through. And that's good for two reasons. One, it's always good to have context, but also if you want to go off of your little map here, you want to see, oh, well, I've always wanted to see what's over in Culpeper. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but let's say that you did, you can get there and then you can get back onto your route. And so that's really cool. On top of that, each one of these maps also have mileages between the various points of interest. And so if we were here and we decided, you know what, let's take Skyline Drive, you can actually see the mileage of this entire alternate route that we might want to take and decide that, hey, let's take that detour. That's a fun thing to do. And so, yeah, it's a very, very detailed map, and it helps you not get lost. But in addition to that, on the back of each one of these, there's also information about the different areas and towns that you're going to be driving through. So you can get some historical information, a little bit of context about the places, find out some different places that you might be interested in seeing. And even for some of the small towns where maybe you want to see if that's a place that we want to spend the night or something, you can kind of get the lay of the land if you get off the freeway and sort of figure out where the hotels are and the restaurants and everything else like that. So this will help us not get lost, but of course, you know, we've also got GPS and the iPhone for that. What this really helps do is that it gives you a sense of kind of where you are in the country, a sense of progress as you're moving across the country, and most importantly, it's also really cool because it helps turn what should or what could be just, you know, an ordinary trip, and it helps turn it into an adventure.